agree.
So
also, this is a team of captains, right?
yeah.
You've got Kid Track, you've got Moon Meander, who had a very short-lived run at being a captain, which I mean, I appreciate that. Anybody who at least tries, right? It's easy to be like, oh, my captain sucks, he's got bad ideas, but it's a whole different thing to be the one to step up to the plate and try and take on that leadership role.
No heart from Moon. Sorry, I think he's a good in-game leader, but I don't think he doesn't stand out to me as somebody who would have the traits of a captain. And that's not like a insult. That's just something where you have to be a specific type of person.
Yeah, and he stepped down from that, right?
Yeah.
So it's like
try it out.
You tried it out. It didn't work. Okay, but at least you tried.
And then you were going to bring up another one. King RD as well had captain a team for some time. So if you didn't know, there's 4 South American representatives.
Is so good here. Sorry.
Yeah, you're good. It really is. As you see, Spiritbreaker, Darkseer, Ember, those are that's some powerhouses. The Spiritbreaker, Darkseer is given up.
You need some stuns against this movement speed.
Yes. Yeah, that was the combo that J-Storm won it last game.
Yep, and it got banned out, unfortunately, for them.
So you're saying Xolotl's going to win now because they've got the SB?
I don't think they're going to win, but I do like that they have a Spiritbreaker Darkseer, right? You have a lane that's very easy to play. You can cut creep waves they can't do anything against, and now that it's a support Spiritbreaker, you don't feel bad about him roaming around all the time, wasting a ton of time.
Juggernaut.
I like the Jug pick. All 3 of those heroes do absolutely no damage to Jug.
And there is one thing, Upheaval is better than it used to be in these situations. It actually kills Spiritbreaker in a lot of ways.
Yeah, abilities that aren't affected by status resistance are naturally way better against Spiritbreaker now.
That and the fact that the movement speed affects the charge. And it does it affect Surge now?
No, Surge is not slowable. I think it's still not slowable.
Yeah, whoa, Enchantress.
We saw a lot of the Enchantress in the SEA Grand Finals. I think it was in 4 of the 5 games, and it was played.
Yeah,
it was played as a core though.
Okay, it was an SA or Whisper on Infamous played it multiple times. They started getting first banned against him because he just shits on any melee. Enchantress shits on any melee core in a side lane. It's actually insane.
It looks like it's going to be a 5 here though.
Yes, it does.
Based on the heroes they have, unless it could. No, it'd be a 5. There's no other option. You have Ember.
There isn't. Yeah, it is actually just a 5 or
you
a 4.
Have a designated
it's a 5 or a 4.
Yeah, because you have a designated offlaner, which I don't like. That you're going into last pick with your roles decided 100%. Like there's no ambiguity with your roles. It's not necessarily that you need that ambiguity, but it makes the other team's bans and picks harder.
There's a little, right? Like now that you see an OD and an Ember, you just put Ember on the side lane, right, and get because you have overall last pick.
That's true. That's true.
I hope they do. OD, Ember. Ooh.
They still need their 4 position on Kookaburra. I already said Nyx. Is there anything else that stands out to you guys?
Nyx seems the best. I mean, it's versus Darkseer, it's versus an Ember Spirit. Just amazing.
And you've got the break mechanic. If Enchantress stays still for 5 seconds, you can get the swing in.
And you're broken, and she runs away. Now this...
You need the MKB because she's already walked away from you when you've queued up the attack.
True.
You know how melee
heroes,
they go a certain distance. I don't even know what that is.
I casted a lot of Kookaburra in the open qualifiers. They did this a lot. They actually last picked King RD's hero multiple times, and they're the only team who really is set in stone. We're just gonna last pick a 4 hero who does stuff.
Yeah, I mean they see their core matchups, right?
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
Yeah, they've been counterpicking their cores the whole way in terms of they see Jug against Darkseer, OD against Ember.
What's going on with Mars? Why haven't we seen it not picked, not banned? Pretty popular hero in Europe, a little bit in SA. Do you guys thoughts on the hero in general? It's pretty good, right?
I'm personally not a fan of the hero, but I've seen it used well in EU, so I think it's something where if teams really play around it well. That's a good stun. I mean, I wanted catch for Darkseer and Ember.
Now you got 2 on 1 hero.
He does get ran at, though, but the rest of his heroes don't get ran at, so he won't really suffer that problem too much, I think.
All right, so what are you looking for Xolotl? Are you picking another middle to go against that OD, or do you see a carry that's just we got to have this carry versus Jug and OD? It's usually not a good sign if there's not one that just comes right to mind.
The Mosquito Buzz was appropriately timed there.
Oh, that's why they named themselves Kookaburra, because Kitrek and Moonmander always spam that stupid laugh.
Oh, the Kookaburra laugh.
It just made sense now. Okay. Well, they've only got 20 seconds. I do love their logo. Xolotl's logo is one of the best.
I think you could just go Lifestealer. It's safe, but it doesn't feel... Oh, Lifestealer's banned. Damn. Okay.
A lot of the single-target melee
Wraith
heroes
King?
that are good versus Centaur, you have problems against OD.
Whoa. That's a mid Clinkz almost certainly, right?
Should be, yeah. That hero needs levels.
I don't think Clinkz is a side laner.
S picks it. Ifrit is the carry. All right, so Clinkz versus OD middle. Is that? I mean, Clinkz comes online a lot quicker, right? But does he do good in like the first couple waves, or?
I don't know now with they nerfed the Searing Arrow's damage, but they made it cost 6 mana level 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's I don't know how that impacts most lane matchups. I feel like they also gave him base mana regen. There's a lot of early game quality of life things they gave Clinkz, but the hero just doesn't hit creeps, and any core that doesn't hit creeps is always a mystery to me on how it plays out.
How do you?
I feel like I've seen this matchup a couple times. I don't know which qualifiers or where I saw it, but if I remember, like the Clinkz seemed to look pretty good, just because his faster pace and like the new team fight that comes out of his ultimate as well matched well against OD's timings. I have a slight concern that like you just have like this Centaur ult as a disengage.
See ya and just get out.
Yeah, or to get on top of the Clinkz.
And okay, in SA we saw a Aghanim first Clinkz, and it was bad. You have to get a damage item, right? Like you need a defusal or something, right? Medallion, or that like
medallion.
I like
possibly defusal, then Ags, right?
Yeah. I would say that sounds about appropriate.
It was just funny. Like, he had the Ags, and you're like, oh my goodness, he has the Clinkz stuff, and they're doing like 20 damage a hit. You're like, oh, okay, this isn't very good, apparently. Touche.
They get Searing Arrows, don't they?
They do.
Okay. So
wait, yeah, they do. They do.
I was going to ask, like, I think they changed his strength gain to be more and agility gain to be less, right? So they're like trying to make him more utility, less, like, agility type hero.
Which, I mean, do you play Clinkz? Because I
played the old Clinkz a lot. But the new Clinkz I've barely played at all because he got moved to a mid hero that doesn't farm, so it's not really like my playstyle.
I read that and I thought that was bad for the hero.
Yeah,
like I think if I'm a Clinkz, like I want my damage output to be as high as possible.
Yeah.
I don't care that much about my tankiness. I just want to execute someone right away and get like a good ultimate off.
Yeah, it's just strange because he's a hero that nowadays his item progression has no tankiness built in, and you used to have your ultimate give you tankiness, and now like you see this Clinkz running around with 1200 health at level 15 or something. So they did buff his talents a bit too. I think his level 10 talents are way better. They used to be like magic resistance and armor. I think they're like strength and agility now or something.
Yes.
Yeah, that's way better for that hero for sure. It's such a weird hero. He's been like, if you compare Clinkz, wasn't he was super broken at TI, right? TI8.
I believe.
Was he one of the heroes that was picked every game? Wasn't he?
I think because that was when TA was popular, and people just started picking Clinkz for TA every game for the 2
And he was still the old Clinkz, right?
He
was, he
I don't think he had Burning Army yet.
Yeah. So there's
could be wrong.
Just try to look at that Clinkz compared to
This one.
the new one. There's certain heroes that are just so unrecognizable.
Oh, Yano is in a little bit of trouble, but he is a Darkseer. Pretty tough to bring him down.
Looks like they're ready to tri-lane level 1.
Wow, he's going to spin on him. Let's see. It is 305 move speed versus 296. They need the slow, they don't, but he loses all his HP.
Yeah, you're definitely trading a salve. You're willing to trade a spin for a salve there.
Look at that. Tons of right click. What's going to happen? It looks like they're just going to steal each other's. Moonmeander will take the Radiant, and over goes Ifrit. Take the Dyers.
Level 1 Fatal Bonds is interesting.
I think I've seen most of them going it, and especially in tri-lanes.
Yo, shout out to Hector for one of my favorite names, pub names that I see in NA.
What is it?
His is the Peruvian by day, Russian by night.
I also do see.
That's him. I didn't know.
Yeah. I actually didn't know that either until I hovered over him. And I was like, wait, that's Hector? I was like, oh, I love that guy.
Uh-oh. Nerdy will be eating quite a bit of damage, and we're just going to have a tri-lane versus tri-lane. They are just going to go into each other right here. There's going to be a charge forward. They do have the Iron Shell. King RD is in a lot of trouble. One of the slowest moving heroes. He's getting beat down. That's going to be a first blood for Yano. Nice punch there by the Darkseer, and tri-lane. Nice little start there for the Radiant side. That means middle lane, as we talked about, Clinkz versus OD. It's 3-1 versus 2-0. We'll keep you up to date. Shouldn't be too action-packed. Most everything's going to be happening top, it seems. Trying to pull some creeps around. Over comes King RD. I don't think you want to be here, Mr. RD. But they will just try to pull the creeps out of here.
Oh, he got him to the neutrals there. It was interesting because that first Fatal Bonds didn't hit
anybody. He's dead, right? He's 100. He has charge.
Hit the neutrals.
Do they see it? They're nervous. Hector here with the creep. He will TP out. All right. So nothing crazy. And then the other lane we didn't talk about, it is going to be a solo Ember Spirit versus a solo Centaur.
Doesn't Centaur just win this lane?
He should crush it, I think.
You have crazy base damage. And
he won't really ever get retaliate stacks,
I was a little bit surprised he wasn't cutting the creep wave, honestly.
Who? The Cent?
Yeah, the Centaur.
Yeah. So Force Ember Spirit, the last hit under tower.
You just get more out of it, I think.
Yeah, I think
It's
you
not
can
that
actually just straight up fight him and deny him. This is like playing, you know, the other core matchup that like everybody hates is when you play Gyro versus Centaur because your base damage difference is so big. Like Centaur just feels good and he swings smooth.
His new retaliate, we are going to see him. They're just going to run at each other right now. Both of them just wanting to farm. You know, sometimes in these lanes you'll see, like, yo, let's just trade farm. Nah, these two, they're going to go at it. Regen Rune stolen by King RD.
Dota 1.
Looking up there.
That was the thing. Farm truce.
Yeah, you just look middle and like no one's low. You're like a spear breaker. Like I'm gonna charge middle. He's like, no, I'll harass him a little bit. Nah.
I just want to farm, man. Go
Yeah.
pull bottom.
Nah, you're good. And still a tri-lane versus tri-lane. No one's swapped it up. No one's TP'd anyone bottom. It is a less than 1K lead here for Xolotl. Has a soul ring already. All right, middle lane. What are we at? 11-4. Going up against the Clinkz, who's 9-5, so it is pretty even still.
Yeah, but you like pick this Clinkz as a counter, so if it's even, I think that's good for OD.
Dude, I love Clinkz. I really do love Clinkz. You know, I know we've already talked about it, but it actually makes you feel like you're useful for once. They're just gonna get the spin Hector. He should be going down here pretty easily, and he will. He tries the Fairy Fire. It's not enough. Ray kill. We'll just try to pull the creeps. They've got a lot of them. Pulling them as far back as they can. This is interesting. So Spearbreaker, Darkseer, Tri-Lane. It's been a while. He's in trouble. He's going to get help. The charge through will save him for now. They could just hit Ray kill if they want because that Fatal Bonds. Will they? It's wearing off. It's going to wear off, and it does. So will they get the right click? They do. Kittrack gets with that last right click, and now gold lead going in favor of Dire. More bottom. It is still pretty even. Moon Meander only up by about 2 CS there. Gets the chainmail first. We've seen that. When did that start happening? Like a month or so ago? People were like always getting blades attacked. They're like, wait, chainmail's just better in lane. It's good armor.
Yeah, I saw, first time I saw was maybe from LGD. He was mid-alk against some physical damage hero, and he just went straight chainmail on alk. And I was like, oh, that seems pretty good, actually, because there's certain heroes there's certain matchups where you're the hero that's going to hit creeps, and the other hero's going to spend the entire time hitting you. And if that's the matchup dynamic, you should just buy a chainmail.
Ooh, and that's a pretty nice rune to get as a Shadow Shaman, especially a level 2. Got the lightning, got the hold. And this Enchantress, man, I just don't know about 5 Enchantress, right? If it's not like directly countering something, it feels very weak. Like what does a 5 Enchantress do? What?
No tail does it.
Do you like it?
I
just think it's like super weak.
There are some like real big downsides in that your hero, you don't really get to utilize the ulti.
Yeah.
But you can trade hits really well. And ganks, like you do want to utilize like her early gank presence. She's like the new Chen in that regard, right? Because Chen can't grab the big creeps anymore. Yeah. So you have to change the way that like the heroes played in that regard, and you can get aggressive and dive under towers and stuff like that.
Oh, Yano.
Big inch though. That's what I didn't like.
It looks like there will be runes bottom as well. They're going to try to go in. Moon Meander will get charged up. Ifrit's down here. He does still have level 1 bolas here. Looks like he's going to save it for right now. He hasn't popped yet. Dodges the stun, and guess what? That's why he saved it. Nice play there by Ifrit. They'll get both runes, and he gets the last hit.
That was nice.
Well played. OD, sitting middle, 2-0s. What are we at now? 21-5, Clinkz 27-12. There we go, BSJ. He's taking the lead now, and that's what you said. You're picking it as a counter. You got to start winning a little bit harder.
And that's what Clinkz is supposed to do. He's meant to be like almost a Huskar-esque type hero nowadays that just dominates his lane. That's what he's picked for, at least.
Yeah, they needed both this and that bottom lane gank because the Juggernaut's doing super well against this Darkseer matchup ever since they like gave up on the tri-lane. Things sort of fell apart.
I like the treads.
You do. I was about to ask that. So when do you go treads instead of phase boots? Like when is it?
I'd say when you're not really planning to move on the map, and then also because the hero that damages you when you're not moving is magical. So in this case, it's Darkseer. So
isn't it nice though to have phase for the armor versus the DS?
I think the only way
the Clinkz, I mean.
Yeah, I think like personally, by the time you're dealing with the Clinkz, Oh, we'll wait to hear
you're
after
good.
until
He's
gank
got
bottom.
his stun. There will be the bullets. There will be a TP out coming from the Warlock. Oh, he gets bashed before he gets the stun. Now they're going to run out. There is going to be a heal, but I assume it's only level 1. It is level 2. He does. Will he bait him out? There's another charge, so this should be another kill on Moon Meander. But the heal's keeping him alive because he has level 2. They want him so bad.
Another stop? Another stop?
Oh my goodness.
Underneath
He gets
the tower
it
turn.
out.
Oh my
lord.
They're turning it. Moon Meander will go down, but the Fatal Bonds, it's going to get them both killed. He tries to slight dodge. He can't raid kill.
That was
Still
nice.
alive. Moon
Well played,
Meander,
well played.
and my bad, top lane. Ulti used by Juggernaut. They will get the darks here, and the gold lead has shifted to Dire's side again.
Oh god, when you lose your lane as Darkseer like this, it feels so terrible. Because you're a hero that, like, once you're behind like this, you still, like, in order to have an impact in teamfights, you need your sustain items, right? And you need a lot of levels.
Dude,
to
I
have
played it the other
impact.
day.
So
Whoa. Okay, we're good. Sorry, Mike.
You go. It's like when you go jungle, you don't feel good. When you creep skip, now everyone can kill you. Like there's no. It doesn't feel good coming back in that situation. And when your comeback mechanic is just to farm is the problem. He's like unique as an offlaner in that regard. He's like, well, I guess I can't do anything. It's time to hit some neutral creeps for like 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Like no one's really excited about that.
Unless you're a carry player.
Yeah.
it's the Tidehunter without, you know, like having a Ravage.
Yeah, that's
Guys, I'm coming in for Wall of Replica level 1. Let's go.
Who's setting me up?
somebody, please.
I was gonna say that Jug I don't think is threatened by Clinkz's physical damage though. Like in the early enough game. Like by the time he's threatened, he'll have enough tankiness anyways. So that's why I like the treads, because you can skip drums. Like if you either go like phase drums or you go like tread something else, and he's going treads Maelstrom, it looks like, as an efficiency item. And the only lockdown for him is Spear Breaker, and I don't know, it just doesn't seem like an easy kill to ever get, especially in the mid game when you have Warlock behind you. You'll also have Centaur ulti to escape.
Look at this, the Darkseer. This definitely doesn't feel good. As you said, 8 minutes in, he is losing his tier 1 tower, the first tower to actually go down.
Treads are kind of like drums for the mana. Like you use the tread switching in order to spam your abilities like this, and you don't need other items. So you see here he's like sustaining really well, pressuring the tower constantly.
And also, I mean, agility treads do give you 2 armor, so you're only missing that 3 armor, I guess.
I think Yano tried to sit in his lane too long. I think he needed to
Oh, you're good. It's just a beat down right now. Yeah, there goes Ifrit. There goes Raykill. There goes Hector. That's a real quick 3 for 1. Look at that Sentry Ward placed down before the fight even happened. This Clinkz is just feeling outright countered. They're going to go for the Centaur as well. Get that kill.
One of the really important things about Clinkz now is that you can't be last into a fight.
Yeah,
you have to be there.
Ulti.
Yeah, you have to be there
down.
first in for the Burning Army to really have an effect.
And this is something we didn't even see last game. Obviously, that was a very strange game, right? Where no one could really die, but they take the tier 1 tower top, you rotate bottom, you get a kill, you take another tower. It's objective-based gaming, which wins games a lot of the time.
And then Tread's Jug is really good for this too. You're just walking down lanes, killing buildings. That's why I like Treads in this game.
There you go. His spin is going to be off cooldown. Esk is here. They already get the tower. Here comes a charge through. It will actually hit on Ritsu. They might be able to bring him down. Can they? He does have his ulti, but he will get saved right now. The Jug, will he ulti out of this? Looks like he will. He throws it out. Who's he going to jump onto? It looks like all of them. They're all fatal bonds. Oh my goodness. He gets dropped. He does get slowed. He's going to try to spin away. King Argy's there. They charge forward. It's a 5-on-5 fight. There goes another. Make it 5-on-3. They're trying to bring him down the back.
healing ward.
It's just healing everyone.
It's
they
staying
can't do
alive for
anything.
so long.
Oh God, can they get this Ember? They sure as hell can. And this game went from, wow, first blood to Xolotl to a, this is a beatdown.
They're just playing better.
Yeah, and they don't have they don't really have an offlaner that does anything, because like Cap said, he has to spend this entire time like trying to recover his game.
And he tried to fight down there. You're a 0-3-3 Darkseer.
Dude,
Like,
you're
doing nothing.
anything. You're not really going to contribute there.
Oh, look at it. Dota gave me a shout out,
Yeah.
giving me my name. I appreciate that very much.
I think in the matchup against, it's a little bit that way with Lifestealer, but especially whenever you
Beast
match up
Coast
against
beat Cole.
Juggernaut.
Sorry.
Beast Coast be cool.
Dude, they were behind.
0.08%.
Dude, they were behind by 17 kills about 15 minutes ago, and they brought it back.
Damn.
Wow. Let's go.
Didn't mean to interrupt you there, but
No, you're good. I saw that.
alarm,
Thank
that
you.
alarm, I was like, whoa.
BSJ, always interrupt me, and don't apologize for it.
Okay.
0.8% versus what, like the
Well, I mean, technically he
15,
interrupted me,
35.
Grant.
Sorry about that, Cap. There's the
Grant
warning.
wasn't listening. That's why
Yeah.
he had already tuned you out by that point.
Grant just assumed that he was talking because Grant has been carrying the show the entire time.
Nah, that's BSJ. Now you guys, like, come on, you guys don't insult yourself. Your analysis is on point. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I thought Ember Spirit,
You
was a
said
bad
phase gate
hero.
5 armor, so that's that's what you do.
Exactly. And
The
there's
point
another
is
kill. Ritsu.
Darkseer 1-on-1 against Juggernaut, it's really bad for you because he has a way to, like, if you ever double Ion Shell, he has a way to kill through the creep wave and push into your tower. So you have to bite the bullet and just cut the creep wave. It sucks against Shadow Shaman. You're going to be exposed, but you just kind of have to make those sort of plays.
Uh-oh, we are going to see a Sheep coming out. They are going to get the Hex as well. I don't believe he has ulti yet, not for 23. Yeah, he will put him under. There's going to be the Surge. We have a charge coming up top, but it's still going to be about 7 seconds away. There goes the Surge out, but nice jukes. And now the charge will make it. He gets him with the Iron Shell. Will they get the kill? Browl has another put under. King RD will just run away. Browl gets bashed. That's going to save him. Well done. Radiant makes it out. They killed Ritsu, and they made it out. So a nice turnaround from them.
What was the purpose behind this Enchantress pick? I feel like you see the Centaur, you have
I
this
have no
Ember. Like, why didn't you just pick a hero that secures the safe
I
lane?
heard that too. My bad.
And
Nice health potion.
Oh, the self.
As the casual, and my bad for missing that. Browl even blew his ulti right there. And guess what? S gets the kill. That's a 500 gold kill. He's going first item Ags, man. I actually just hate it. Legitimately, I hate it.
You know what my problem with Clinkz is? I don't know what like the purpose of the hero is in a way. Like he doesn't have like the best solo kill potential. I guess he like kind of hits towers, but like his scaling feels a little bit weird to me.
His team fight isn't incredible either.
It's
Like,
good.
especially
He
if there's
does a little
5
bit of
heroes in
everything.
place and the game's even.
Yeah.
The Burning Army doesn't guarantee win fights
It's a
for
really
you.
odd hero in that
Yeah.
regard. Like
Keytrack's level 8.
he's like kind of good at a lot of things.
Yeah.
I
Kinda
could
team
see him
fights.
being like one patch away from being straight up broke.
Yeah, I agree. Those type of heroes that are kind of all-around heroes, eventually they, like Necro, I'd say, is a perfect hero example, where eventually the numbers just become broken, and
Yeah.
then you can't deal with them anymore.
And then the concept doesn't matter.
Yeah,
begin with.
exactly.
Oh, here we go. Going to be a smoke gang coming out. Not sure. I don't believe that ward saw it, so they're just going to be running into the jungle here. Who are they looking to find? Ifrit would be a good catch. Going for that drums. Esk would be another amazing catch. I believe. You hope they have some detection. Let's see. No dust, no dust. Sentries and dust on Keytrack. They lay down the wards.
They don't have any D push on Radiant. Literally none.
You're actually right. They have a 0 AoE skills pretty much there. You're going to jump forward. That will be a lot of damage done, but he has the healing ward up. He has his full Maelstrom if he wants it. 13 minutes in. Ritsu, pretty damn farm.
Go for the BKB.
Just a first item
Yeah.
BKB Jug.
I mean, that's about the only way I can envision Radiant coming back right now. In
Just
this game.
mistakes from Dire.
Yeah. It just seems so easy to play Jug this game. You go like Maelstrom. I would say Manta afterwards because they have all single target damage, and that's mainly from the Clinkz. Curious to see what he goes next, but
By the way, Grant, why did you flame us for getting brown rice?
Yeah. What the
So,
hell?
if you didn't know, so at Chipotle, you can choose white rice or brown rice. Now, obviously, brown rice is a little bit healthier of an option, but it's also like, really, are you just going to go in there and be like, well, I'm a vegan. I'll take the brown rice and the chimichurri burrito. And you're like, what the hell?
the
Like,
same
this guy's
kind of
a
rice,
loser.
dude.
Nah, white rice, it's just better. Because there's less flavor. You're not buying a burrito to get the rice for flavor. You're buying a burrito to get the meat, the salsa for flavor.
Yeah.
Like,
So then why does it matter?
So why does it matter? The white rice and brown rice pretty much taste the same. And then nutritional value is pretty much the same, too. So brown is maybe slightly healthier.
Nah, it's disrespectful to like rice
nice.
as a thing. Yep, Rock will get Ray killed. There's it. Well, is that really worth
I don't think
Rock
so.
and an Omni Slash? They just destroyed that dude.
you said bulldoze is a problem, but if you just
You
Omni
just
Slash,
double ulti him with like 2-minute cooldowns. That's nothing you can do.
Dude, I think your Spirit Breaker is about to go 0-2.
He
And you
might
said
be.
they were dumb for giving it up.
I did. Indeed, I did.
I
But
don't
you
think
know
that's
what?
really fair though, because it's like kind of like saying if you have a good team against a
Yes.
worser team, you're basing a hero off of it.
Thanks, BSJ.
You're
Screw you,
welcome.
Blitz. They're going to try to move forward. There will be an ulti pop right there. Will it get any kills? Esk is already down. King RD, he will finally get brought down. They need to get that healing ward. Can they? They just slow down Ritsu, and doesn't look like they can. This healing ward just waving at us. Hello.
Not even the golden
Dude,
one.
it's
Oh, yeah, you're right.
adorable.
What a scrub. How
That's
does Ritsu have the golden one?
I didn't know it waved like that.
You didn't? Yeah, I love it.
Hello.
Hello. Well.
You know, it can also be a goodbye, like when it dies.
Bye!
You know,
Oh, as it melts into the ground. I love how half the stuff in Dota just melts into the ground after it dies. It's like, whoop, and it just disappears. Like, oh.
It's Terminator style, man.
Yeah. Goodbye. Oh yeah, I watch a movie every night when I go back to the hotel. It's the Grant's movie thing. Last one was The Last Die Hard 2 nights ago. It was absolutely awful. I went back for a normal movie. It's the Firstborn movie. What a great movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Born Identity, I believe.
Wait, what movie
is
did you
an
say
amazing-
sucked?
The newest Die Hard.
The newest Die? Which one is that?
It has Jay Michael in it, which was like a main guy in Suicide Squad.
Okay.
The guy who had like the katana person
Yeah,
protecting him.
yeah.
It's just bad. It's really just Bruce Willis hasn't put a good performance since Good Will Hunting.
What? He wasn't in that movie. That was Robin Williams and
Are you sure?
Matt Damon?
it
Yeah.
was Matt Damon and
Then
Ben
he's never had a
Affleck.
good movie. Checkmate. No, I'm just kidding. First Die Hard, obviously, is one of the best movies of all time if you're an action fan. But yeah, Born Identity, always watch it. I've already seen it. Sorry, everyone, but it's a great movie.
I was like, Good Will Hunting. I'm like, am I thinking of a different movie?
It's
Man,
great.
imagine how different that would be with Bruce Willis instead of Robin Williams.
It's not your fault.
No, it is your fault.
Oh. And Yasha Kaya, we haven't seen this in OD in a while. A lot of them just go the Kaya now. Is there a certain reason? Are they just winning so they don't really care? Or you like the move speed? The attack speed?
It's
I
just a
just don't see
luxury
it much.
item. You
Okay.
go. So in the other game, you saw CCNC go for the sheep stick next because they really needed something to pick
lockdown.
off. But this game, they don't actually need anything. They just need to do what they're currently doing better, which is when you buy these like Yashikaya type items.
They have a ton of catch on their team.
Yeah, they don't need any specific items to just make him do everything faster. The attack speed moves faster.
Hector. They got the vision of him. The Ember, though, look at this perfect positioning from the Radiant, surprisingly. Bola's Moon Meander. There's the blink forward. There's the put under. Will he get the stun off or will he get disabled? Looks like the stun should go off. No, it does get dodged. He is slowed down. There's a nice charge. It hits onto
charge.
3 of them. He gets the ult down on King RD. He might just be suiciding for his team. I believe he is. And he is going the man to BSJ, by the way. You were right. Well, the
Thank
Jug.
you.
And, well, he did it. Spearbreaker did his job. 3-man stun into saving your teammate.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
but
you
the
lose power.
Aghanim's Clinkz is about to be online, so
I really do think Aghanim's Clinkz is great.
It
if you
is.
have one damage item, just
I think
one.
it's
Just
really
all it
cool.
takes.
He has
you
a
can kill all the
Blightstone.
supports.
He has
Oh.
Blightstone.
He does. All right, let's see. If you didn't know what the Aghanim's, it's just whenever you come out of Windwalk, you get 2 buddies, right?
Can they just make
Yeah.
those things attack creeps and prioritize heroes? Clinkz might actually be decent.
Dude, Dota's getting real lazy with some of the because it's pretty much
It's
the Monkey King
That's
one.
what I'm saying. But the Monkey King one hits creeps, hits buildings. It's just a
Yeah.
better version of this one.
Also,
if those
this
hit
one
creeps,
is
it'd be decent.
this one is you have to come out of Skeleton
Invis.
Walk.
Yes.
So in order to get 2 of them, you have to open and then pop Skeleton Walk again and then attack again. Whereas Monkey King just,
It's
he
passive.
just chills out
It's
in a
passive.
fight and it pops every time.
Well, like Clinkz is just the hero will be addressed, in my opinion, all of his issues if you give him some method of actually accruing gold, either a GPM talent or, like I said, making those skeleton warriors attack creeps. Because then you can build Ags and naturally have a way to scale into the game. But now you build the Zags, and it's like if no fights are happening, you just have an Ags on a core. You have 10 all stats. You have an ultimate orb. Like what?
Especially in a
You
losing.
become a lot like Death Prophet, where your Axe is now a farming tool.
Yeah,
as well,
it gives all of her abilities more damage. It makes her right clicks actually do something. So, I don't know. I just hate cores that don't farm. It just makes no sense to me to have them. Like, what other core in the game doesn't get
anything.
scalability?
Literally anything.
Yeah.
Well, here we go. They need this one. It's a 5-man smoke coming out. Will they go uphill? They're thinking about. He checks right here. Knows no one's farming there. Well, they ping. There's something about to go down. It feels like a full 5-on-5 fight is about to go. When's the smoke wear off? Very shortly. If Dire has a ward there, it doesn't actually see those skeletons, though. But they do see Ray kill. Ward goes down, and it's a smoke into a smoke. He's going to blink forward. That is going to be the 5 position Enchantress. They try to get him. It will be a pretty easy kill there. Here comes the charge with the surge. They want to get Kittrack before he gets it on the backside. It will be King RD. They will bring down Kittrack next. They as well get Esk, though, and now King RD goes down. It's a triple kill for
Holy
us.
sh-
They fought into the Clinkz, and now Ritsu. He's going to go down as well, it looks like. Willie, the healing ward, and he gets the spin up. He's going to go for the TP. Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
they
they got them
all
all.
die. It's
They're
a
all dead.
team wipe. Team Xolotl and... Dude, the
Esk had-
burning army.
Ask had such good positioning in that fight. He played the right-hand side and played that little group of trees.
Yeah.
And,
just
he
couldn't do
even
anything.
he didn't immediately jump as a centaur went in. He bided his time just a little bit.
Waited.
I'm pretty sure his actual hero didn't attack a single time that fight.
No, I didn't.
It was actually just his dudes, his little dudes.
He got Burning Army off, came out of Windwalk, got those skeletons out, and then immediately got jumped.
I'm pretty sure like the anti-synergy between Strafe and Burning Army, it's just weird to me. Like you have this Burning Army ability, and now Strafe, like which was your primary damage output, is pretty much a survivability tool now. To the range damage, any projectiles.
A good fight from Radiant, but it feels like Moon Meander a little bit. You're blinking to kill a 5-position Enchantress when you know there's smoke there, right? You already saw Raykill come out of the smoke of Spirit Breaker. Was he a little greedy there? Just like jumping into 5 heroes to get a position 5?
Yeah, that was a little weird. Did they have Golem there?
They did. He got killed on the back lines by the Spirit Breaker, got Surge and Iron Shelled, and he just ultied him right away.
He has to be careful on the Warlock thing, because if he Golems, I can't imagine them ever losing a fight.
Yeah, Fatal Bonds plus a Golem, you're just losing. And here we go, Surge is there. Let's see if they want to charge anywhere.
And they finally, now that the Darkseer has some levels, he can actually get stuff down. The cool thing about their lineup is they can throw a lot of stuff down. There's just a lot of things that you have to deal with. The wall. You have 2 essential walls. You can just run them parallel and nobody wants to walk anywhere.
Get the parallel wall at 25 on Darkseer and the skeleton wall if you do them perfectly.
If you take parallel wall over AoE Surge.
I saw it once in the open qualifiers and it won it for him because an AM ran through it twice on accident and died to it. It worked.
That's like the ultimate disrespect to your opponent.
Yeah, it really
I'm going to pick this ability that you have to misplay.
And they did, and it worked.
Just don't walk through it, lol.
I have a low-level pub friend, and he says that he used to love the old Centaur because he didn't like the retaliate change because he liked when the snipers killed themselves on return. And I'm like, that's such like
cool.
I'm like, sorry, I haven't experienced that myself.
I haven't seen that in play in a little bit. Level, okay, 15 on Bro. What are the other levels looking like? Jug 16. Ember gets his 15 to Flame Guard DPS. He's going the next item BKB after his Maelstrom. And here we go, another smoke. Xolotl. They are playing very aggressively. Hector just runs uphill. Blink on me again, Moon Meander. He learned his lesson. He blinks like, there's going to be a charge for it. This is going to be the Shadow Storm going down. There's the Warlock Rock. Fatal Bonds on everyone. They have the mech. It's going to be an ulti throw down. Brow didn't do any damage. It didn't feel like. Now the Burning Army's down. It looks to be wasted, but I think he'll trade a Burning Army for an ODL. Oh my goodness, the charge for it. See you later, Kittrack. He will go down. Xolotl, not yet. He gets saved. Will they back it up? It seems like they will. Nice save on Kittrack, but he used a rock for that. And they're just out. A 1-for-0 trade, a Warlock for Burning Army ultimate trade as well. Xolotl, they're looking pretty good right now.
I like the fact that they didn't overextend.
Yeah.
You know, kept their cool.
That's good.
Dude, this Enchantress
The
has
ultimate.
nothing.
Yeah.
But
he's just running up hills and stuff like that. Get up there, dog.
She's doing right. Her team's doing well, I should say.
Yeah. And this is pretty much Hector in a nutshell. He plays that position 8, one of the few who still does. You like that?
Every time there's an awkward silence and then the mosquito buzz in the game.
That's my least favorite. That bothers me the most.
I like the kiss. Kittrack used to spam the kiss instead of that, and that one's way
the
better.
The orangutan kiss?
Yeah.
Were you the voice actor for?
I was actually. I was the voice actor for all the ones that didn't actually have a voice.
Oh, nice. Buzz.
Double bracer on a chat. Okay, getting some life now. Level 11, hasn't taken any movement speed or magic resist, wants all his skills. And it's actually weird, right? They lost that fight on Kookaburra, but they gained 1,000 net worth in the last minute. Is Kookaburra just playing the map a lot better? Is Xolotl, should they stop 5-manning as much, maybe?
They just don't have to? They don't have heroes that farm. Like, you have Clinkz, Enchantress, Spearbreaker. On the other hand, you have 3 cores that naturally farm and a Shadow Shaman.
Dragonlance into Medallion after eggs, okay. They do benefit, if you didn't know, Burning Army does benefit from the Dragonlance as well. All the illusions do, which is nice. Get that extra range. Still very limited damage, though. Looks like, do we have a Shivas or a Sheep? Neither. Wonder which one. Which one do you go if you're OD? Do you go for the Shivas because you're against the Clinkz? Is that just better than the Sheep stick here?
I think Hex is great this game.
They also have the Crimson Guard coming out, so that's going to heavily neuter the damage output from the Clinkz.
Hex is never a bad call, I think, on OD, especially with Blink. Like, you just have an instant, anywhere you go on the map, somebody is dying. We saw it in the last game. Like, Ember can no longer do his thing where He plays really aggressively,
lane,
yeah.
Worst case scenario, you get 20 in, they run away.
Oh, see you.
Yeah, that's always a good free roll investment there. The full Mjolnir on Jug is actually queuing up the BKB, which is interesting to me.
BSJ, you're a carry player. What do you feel about this third item BKB on Jug?
I'm not a fan. I feel like you actually just get AC or Butterfly.
Isn't Butter sick here?
Yeah, Butterfly or
Butter's
AC.
really sick
yeah.
here.
Yeah, I think that's a very weird choice. Like, the way you're dying is by Clinkz. I don't think you're dying any other way.
And they have a BKB breaker anyways, too.
You have so many people sitting behind you, and they can't astral you if you're BKB'd, so the save factor goes down a bit.
Oh, there we go. They're going to move forward. He will enter in. King RD does get the Hex off before. He will get in, but he puts himself under. There goes the Warlock Rocket. Only hits onto 2 of them, though. Fatal Bond's only attached to 1. They're just going to back it up on Radiant. That's a Warlock Rock down.
Very strange rock usage this game to play. Correct.
He's going to try to... They're just fighting in middle right now. Looks like only one hero not here. Well, no, that's just illusions. It's a 5-on-5 middle.
That's a value illusion rune there.
Yeah, it is. Pushing out a lane. What are you going to do? Nothing? Nothing's going to happen right now. It feels like this definitely benefits the Dire side. They don't mind just sitting man farming. You got a Juggernaut. You got an OD. Whatever.
What's Clink's level 15 talent?
That's a good question. Oh, it's the Burning Army cooldown. Oh, he took Searing Arrows 15 damage. Am I right? Oh, yeah.
That can't... Didn't it used to be 30?
I think the Searing Arrows used to be a lot more, yes.
Wow,
you
I
could
feel
see
like...
the changes. All right. They're smoked up now as 5. Kittrek, they know they don't have a rock. Maybe that's why they want to take a fight. They think they wouldn't want to, and oh, he doesn't get the surge off yet, but he will get put under. Moonmander is moving over. He will get a stop down. He is inside everything. They just ult him. My God, they want to bring him down. King RD seems to be the next one to fall. There's a nice ulti from Clinkz. There's the hammer drop. Moonmander getting run down. It's Ifrit with a BKB. This dude is a monster. On the backside, there will be a wall. Brow, he's trying to run. The Crimson Guard is doing a lot, but it's not going to do enough. They're about to take another fight.
Nice.
He goes for the
Charge.
TP Ray kill with the double stun charge. What a play. I'd be tipping him on his team.
What a weird play. Like you said, no rock.
And they just run in. And they
Instant
dropped, right, they
buyback.
dropped, it was the Omni Slash and Wards on top of one hero again.
And then he bought back, so...
Yeah, I thought after the rock was thrown down, you just wait 20, 30 seconds, and then I thought Xolotl was going to be the one pushing things.
Running into someone.
Yeah, trying to take a team fight, take that mid-tier 1 tower.
I feel like it's not
Weird
that
that
often I say
Kookaburra
this, but
was-
Jug is like the be-all, end-all end game this game. Like, if he gets 6-slotted, they literally can't deal with him at all. Like, there's just some games I play Jug where you know if the game goes on, you're gonna your scaling ability is limited, and you're on a timer. But this game, I feel like if I buy all the luxury items like in the world on Jug, you just buy Butterfly, you buy Scotty, like you just eventually just walk down lanes and kill their base, and like they can't actually threaten you from doing that. I don't know. It's a weird game. Ember, Spirit, and every hero but Clinkz doesn't do anything to you. So
He's going the Deso as well on this Ember again after Maelstrom plus BKB. Has a DD. He's ready to go again, I'm sure. No Ags yet. When do you like seeing Ags on the Ember? Does it matter? It seems like it's never bad, right?
yeah,
Don't you usually want to time it with you getting close to your level 25 talent?
I'd say that's pretty accurate.
That's when it's like really broken.
See, he is almost to level 20 at least. True Strike, 10% Spell Amp. What are we going for? Surprise us here, Ifrit.
You always take the spell amp, I think.
Oh God,
That's what-
BSJ,
that's
he's
what-
committed.
That's what Gunner said. Okay, so
Selling your boy down
I'm
the river
waiting.
there.
I'm waiting. Right, I'm not leaving. I don't care.
Dude,
We're
he got the
staying on
60
him this
Flame
whole
Guard
time.
DPS.
I don't care that we missed that kill. I'm waiting until he picks something.
Observer Grant is honed in, guys. This is for
There
you.
it goes.
There
He
is.
got it.
He takes it. BSJ saved.
hey, Gunner saved. He's the one that told me that.
Ray kill doesn't going down. My bad about that. Spear Breaker just dying, trying to create some space bottom side of the map. And look at this. They go all the way from bottom. They smoke up. They're coming up top. And there are 2 heroes up here. Well, not anymore. See you later, Ifrit. We'll just TP bottom to try to farm. And look at this. Doesn't look like anything's going to come out of this smoke.
Yeah, they wanted to fight at the bounty, but usually when the map looks like this to the Radiant, you can tell that they're doing something, and you know it's around bounties because it's 29:47. So they are scared of which one they're at, though. So they are going to eventually see somebody.
Arcane rune spawns bottom as well. Looks to be a 2-for-2 rune exchange as well as the Arcane going in favor of Clinkz. Lower the cooldown decent at 77 seconds. And a pretty, I mean, it's a 5K lead for Dire right now, but the last 2 fights have gone in favor of Radiant.
They just have to win so many fights on Radiant. They have no natural wave clear other than Darkseer, so the waves are always on their side, and then...
But they're good at team fighting.
Yes, they are very... I'm saying, though, they are very good at team fighting, but, like, every time they win a team fight, it goes back to 5K, you know, and then... it's like 8K and then 5K.
Especially since Clinkz doesn't get the full benefit of a lot of these team fights. They usually win the team fight, but he's oftentimes dead.
Yeah.
Right? And that means he's not gaining the experience, which is really important for your level 20 and 25 talents. Like, Clinkz becomes a real monster if, with this build, where he goes the Dragonlance and you get the attack range and then you get the multi-shot as well. Like, the Burning Army dumpsters every fight. Yeah. But he's just not getting any levels because he's always dead.
Yeah, look, these illusions are... He's struggling to just kill the illusions at this point. He went IF Scotty, by the way. I didn't see if we saw. He ends up switching it up from different items. Thoughts on this one? HP, you get a little bit of damage, obviously. 25 agility. I like it more than BKB, but...
You either go Butterfly Abyssal or you go, like, Scotty AC. I don't think you go Scotty Basher. That's kind of...
just weird, right? You're getting survivability and then you're going back for a little bit of
strange.
damage.
That's very strange to me. I feel like that is a weird combination.
Hey, you guys want to attack the giant guy in front of you?
No, we're good.
Like, look, what are you doing, dog? Help your team out. But no, he doesn't want to. There's going to be a sheep from the high camp. Enchantress will get help. They know they're in Roche because now they're attacking. They will try to get the kill. They can't kill Enchantress. He is just going to run in. It's Roshan, not that low. There's a Fatal Bond. There's a run. He's going to throw out the ulti from Ritsu. Moonmander's going to be the first one dead. Roshan goes down. Oh my goodness, Ritsu gets it all. He's going to have to mant up. Ifrit is still BKB. They're going to take down that Aegis charge already. There's a dude, Hector's just lived this whole time, even though he's disabled. They're going to try to jump on the backside. It looks like no. They get Hector. And Ritsu, the full Omni Slash pretty much just goes on Roshan and he gets it. Everyone else backed out.
I watched a clip the other day of a Jug Omni Slashing an AM who reflected it, so they're Omni Slashing each other. And they got taken into the Roche pit, and Roche died in like
just
a
both
second.
of them are just
yeah, because they're both Omni Slashing Roche.
I love Moonmander, all chats it. Clinkz did 1,200. Like, he didn't attack. Once again, as you said, the Clinkz did not attack once. It was all the burning armies.
The Axe does seem pretty sick in team fights.
Yeah.
I still like just 1 damage, and that's all. But whatever, he's going BKB next. It's kind of working out. I guess they're down by 9K now, so I take it back. Like, it doesn't. They're not losing fights on Radiant, but as you said, they don't have people to farm. Like, what are you doing when you're not team fighting? It doesn't feel like you're farming that much.
When I'm watching like tier 3 or lower Dota, there's so many times I look at their draft, I'm just like, what's their mid game to late game? How do they play?
What's their win condition?
Like, how do they play? Like, what is their map distribution? Like in this game, you have naturally scaling cores on the Dire side, and like the way they play the game, they have team fights, they have map mobility, they have survivability. Like, what do they do on Radiant? I don't know. Like, the lineup just doesn't seem well-rounded to me. Personally.
Just you wait until another 40 minutes and Hector has his first big item. That Enchantress is going to turn into a real core.
I mean, the thing is, as the game goes on, everything you know about Dota kind of just slowly but surely goes out the window, right? Like, eventually...
The game's dominated by mistakes at that point.
Yeah.
Like, who makes the bigger mistake?
And, like, one mistake can usually lead to the game just ending. So it becomes much more less predictable who wins as the game goes on. But I feel like they're just going to have every Aegis is going to go to Dire. They're going to always out-farm them when fights aren't going on. They've got the Sheepstick on OD now. I just feel so much better if I'm playing Jug this game than I do if I'm playing Ember.
Let's see. He does have the Basher now going for the full Abyssal Blade. Yeah, it feels like there's not much they can do against this guy.
Yeah, it's not like it's bad to go Scotty Abyssal. It just feels like I'd rather have a Butterfly, but...
We'll see. Radiant, they're 5-manning up top here. Moonmander, he's chilling. Here comes the Enchantress. Keep to scan them all out. They let it get uphill. They know who's here. He ping out the Juggernaut.
I'm so glad he didn't end up going for the BKB.
But what if he goes for it now? Are you okay with that?
I feel like he doesn't need it, personally.
Butterfly is just so good, actually.
Yeah, I just think like even the armor.
Well, like, you can't build MKB on Clinkz, right? Like, his Burning Army won't get it?
I actually do. I don't even want to say I know. They're going to try to turn it around. They're going to look. Hector once again initiating. There will be an ulti thrown out there by Ritsu. S gets another kill on Kitray. There's nothing going. Look at that burning army. It is melting everyone. Moon meanders down as well. Ray kills actually is running away. Uh-oh, Ritsu. He's just dying. Look at this. The skeleton's getting, but Bryle does get a double kill on the backside. He's now getting beat up by his own wall. Nice hold by King RD, though. They're going to try to bring on the Darkseer. He does. It's a triple kill. Give him the rampage. Will they? They might. That's going to be another kill. It's an ultra, but he might get brought down. Instead, it looks like he will. Ifrit with the double. Ritsu spinning. Doesn't get the bash hit. And the Warlock Golem, it's doing its best. What a team fight, though. An absolute bloodbath. A lot of damage done by both teams. Pretty much all the OD and pretty much all the Clinkz, though.
Can't you just run away from these skeletons? I don't know why they're forcing it on top of these skeletons.
Just run, bro, lol.
Just run.
Just run.
What's your guys' favorite Twitch meme? Like, I mean, emoticon.
So I was talking to some guys outside of Dota yesterday, and they were just kind of like picking up on Dota and stuff, and some of the memes. And they were talking about some of the OG stuff that happened between Fly and No-Tail and some memes that were around that. And that reminded my all-time favorite memes, which are the hero ones. Hey, RTZ, can you teach me how to play Riki?
Oh, yeah.
Do I max out backstab? Like, those memes. I love those. Those are so good. Do I max out Cloak and Dagger? Like, Fly, do I max out Cloak and Dagger? Like you disappeared from OG?
I like that. That's a good one.
Those are by far. Because it's a mix of creativity and...
Okay, I'm the complete opposite. I just like to see a good old wheelchair, like Gunner Ender coming through, wheelchair.
I was actually going to say the coming through ones are so funny.
What's your favorite meme about yourself, BSG?
Favorite meme about myself? Oh, there's a lot of random ones. I would say...
Which one always gets a good laugh out of you?
A hearty chuckle, as they say.
I would say nowadays... It would be when people talk about me playing auto chess, like auto chess grandmaster in the chat. I'm like, I literally played for 2 months. I've been playing Dota for 4.5 years, and you're talking about auto chess that I played for 2 months.
All right.
It's like Dota, Magnus Carlsen, and people say crap like that.
I like that.
You like that?
Oh yeah, watch out for that.
This is sensitive.
No, it is very tough. It's very tough.
Apologies if that goes out on the broadcast. I'm trying to stay away from it.
It gives me a good chuckle every time.
Me and Lacoste each blew out.
Dude, I didn't see you play Dota for like 2 weeks.
When you came back to Dota, Brian, I saw you were just like, I'll play anything now.
Yeah, I said I knew I was gonna be spending my entire time like trying to learn Dota or get back in the mechanical groove of Dota again, and I'm like, I probably won't carry very well anyway, so whatever you guys want me to play, I'll just do whatever.
And then he gets on my team, and I'm like, no, Brian, you're carrying.
Well, we see Kittrag. It looks like hopefully nothing bad because it's a complete disconnect. No ask for a pause. He just pretty much lost internet, it seems, and it's an 11K lead for Kookaburra right now. Where is it just kind of over for Xolotl? You said the Juggernaut is the king of the late game here. What can they do to maybe turn it around?
Have their base be Dove with a burning army going on, I think.
And that's a possibility.
I'm saying that's a legitimate possibility. So,
or the opposite. Xolotl actually push. They get 25 on Clinkz. They push Kookaburra's high ground, lay out the burning army with the searing arrow multi-shot that's coming out from the burning army. I think that can hit buildings as well.
No
they don't
way
target buildings initially, but I believe the
you're saying it hits buildings?
I think the multi-shot, the way the multi-shot, I think it works is it just targets whatever.
I did not know that.
It hits everything.
That's how it works.
Yeah, so you have to like there has to be a hero there, but the extra shot that comes out can go
hit
anywhere.
Everything else. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is a butterfly.
So they could rip apart a lane of barracks off of a team fight.
Just don't run into it, man.
Just. And then the burning army's just sitting there, and it can't hit buildings
by itself. How long does it last?
Let's give it a quick.
I don't know. I actually don't know. These are good things to know.
Which one's Clinkz? Okay. What?
20 seconds.
20 seconds at a 1:10-second cooldown.
You can do a lot of building damage, even with an Ember Clinkz with 20 seconds.
And they are. They're going to at least take this tier 2. It looks like a tier 2 getting taken up here as well. And I do believe if you're raiding, you probably are a little bit more scared of your base dying.
Yeah, Jug actually does more tower damage than Clinkz, I think.
He has the butterfly now as well, so he's pretty much 6-slotted once you get that Abyssal Blade. And they did not get back in time.
This is what I thought. You just buy items on Jug and hit buildings. Like, you just...
Oh, there's a Rax. Holy smokes.
And then I thought that was a Clinkz.
Well, one illusion is almost dead.
They will vacuum him in. That's going to be that. Dude, he's going He just has no damage. He's going Hurricane. I can't get behind that. And they're just going to lose it. Will the racks go down? They didn't kill them. Ritsu, what is you doing? Got to let the melee racks fully heal unless they go back in.
Don't they have to get MKB on Clinkz? Even if it doesn't work for the Burning Army, doesn't like somebody's got to have damage
has to bring him down. Yeah,
I mean, I said it though. That's why I said about Jug like scaling so well this game. I'm just not afraid of anything. Like any items coming out, you know, like there's games where you're like, once they have this item, I'm scared. But it's like, at what point are you actually scared as Jug? I don't think there is one.
See him bowl it up, but they're going to be fine for now. Any damage done to this tower? Yeah, decent chunk, almost 50% of that tier 3.
Unhealable.
It's unhealable. I love that. Where's Tree? People told me during these qualifiers Tree was going to be the next big thing. I was lied to.
Who told you that?
People.
Navi
I can't like say my sources, obviously, Blitz, but you know.
Obviously.
Yes, obviously. It was a Woj bomb. No,
Navi's Zayak player. He's sick at Tree.
yeah, it's just hard, right? He's still 0 armor, right? Or did he get buffed to what?
Maybe 1.
Plus
know
the
a lot of
European qualifiers are going on right
True.
now, so maybe that's where Tree is happening.
Uh-oh, Ritsu will get charged for it. He does get the spin off. They get the Hex and Spearbreaker. Guess what? He's dozing, though. There's going to be a hold-on chance. They just ignore this guy for now. There's going to be a vacuum up. He gets through him. Kiddrake hasn't even got his ult yet. Oh, my goodness. They are getting melted on the hole. Ifrit is beyond godlike right now. He's up there as well, though. He's just chilling, trying to kill Ritsu. They push him back. No, he's still uphill. Oh, my goodness. He's spinning. They can't kill him. No, will they finally bring him down? No,
what's
Ifrit goes down.
happening?
Ritsu is just spinning and winning right now.
He's king of the hill.
Oh, my God. What the hell just happened? I thought that was an amazing. Yeah, you deserve the tip. That was a very good play, but
dude, how did
didn't have the
Ritsu?
damage.
You saw that, right? Ritsu Omni Slash, and he bounced back to like the second cliff on the right. How did he get back up into the main cliff again?
I think Spearbreaker charged and bashed him up there or something. I know he got bashed off and on it, but I thought that was Xolotl's fight to take. They didn't get the rock up on Dire. They actually clipped 3 of them. But as you said, the Juggernaut, you saw that, right? Ifrit missed 3 attacks in a row as Ember. And then he's died. Yeah. There you go. The tip's going out. This looks to be the end of this game. A pretty high action one compared to the last game especially, but unfortunately the Radiant, they are crumbling here.
I bet Twitch chat right now is saying that they lost the game because Ember didn't take True Strike at 20.
Well, now they definitely are, since
That's
you
what
said it.
you know.
Yeah. Oh, wait, he went no True Strike, but he went the 2 sleight of fist charge.
That's very strange.
Maybe he realized too late, like, oh god, we need the physical. Nope, never mind, we lost. There's a full Hurricane. Just picked up full Hurricane bike and 1.5k. Bryle pretty rich now. And yeah, that is going to be Megas. The worst part is, you have nothing, right? How do you defend Megas as this team? These guys don't help.
On Clinkz is going to come out here.
Oh, get rid of that Hurricane Pike, please. Looks like Ritsu has the double damage, has a full Abyssal Light as well pretty soon.
Okay, so he had the BKB queued for like 40 minutes.
Yeah.
But he just had it there.
I bet he was baiting. He was definitely baiting. There's going to be a hold now. They're going to find another one. See you later, y'all know. He does have buyback, one of the few who does. So he's going to have to do that right now. You see, only a couple of them do. Level 20 Shadow Shaman, the Shackles duration. Feels good. Assault Kyrus picked up as well. I mean, they just took 3 full sets of rags, multiple tier 3s. Everyone just has an extra, like, tier 5 item now on Dire. Except maybe the Warlock. 2.1k.
I'd say Ghost Scepter's pretty tier 5 for
a Warlock, yeah.
this game.
And a gem, tier 4. And it looks like he wants the Vlads after. Radiant, though, not going to give up. It's a very... We're talking like the Appalachian Mountains to climb right now. It's tough. If you guys could only climb one mountain range in your lifetime, what would it be?
I thought about YOLOing Everest in like 2 years.
Did you guys, I mean, you saw what happened, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sad.
What happened?
So many people want to climb Mount Everest now. They had like 100 people climb it because there were so many people and they had to wait. Like half of them died.
Oh, yeah. I did hear about that. I forgot.
So, any positive stuff to talk about now that we're all sad?
I would do the other one, not Everest, but the other one that's like because the elevation, it's not taller, but from base to
it's like the same amount to walk.
Yeah,
whatever.
it's actually, I think it's taller than Everest, or is it the other way around?
I'm not a big mountain guy myself. You know, I have the Rocky Mountains, so I'm pretty blessed.
I was going to say, I've been to the Rockies a lot, but I don't pay too much attention to what mountains there are to climb.
I have like Mount Evans. It's like the only 12K or something. I don't know, something like that. Well, 10 Sentry Wards picked up by the Enchant, almost level 20. What level? Do we got any other 25s that came out? No, none yet.
So Mount Everest has the highest altitude.
Easy kill. And he's going to charge for it. There will be a buyback. Oh, the Hurricane Pike blows him up. See you later. And this looks to be the end. Clinkz does have one more ulti, no level 25. You talked about it, right? The Clinkz dying first in every fight. Even though they won a lot of fights, he never got levels because he's always the first one dead.
He also doesn't hit creeps, so he doesn't get levels that way either.
There's a charge forward with the surge. He's going to try to go in, but Moonmander once again to stomp. He didn't get the doze off. Actually, you got to doze while you're running. There's going to be the upheaval. They're all going to be slow. There's a BKB pop. Kittrag actually might go down. Ray Kill trying to chase. Warlock Rock. It goes off, but this looks to be the end for Radiant. Another buyback. They're chasing. The mech will save. The creeps are going, but look at Ifrit on the backside. He dies. No buyback. I think the G's are going to be put in chat here very shortly. It's just too much. Yano, he's trying his best here. They're going. There's going to be an ulti. See you later. And there's the last kill. Enchantress, the last one alive. He goes down in his own base, and there the G's drop. A pretty fun first 20 minutes of that game. Xolotl, they take a lot of decent fights. They win a couple of them. But it just feels like they couldn't do anything afterwards, right? BSJ, you said, what's their win condition? Like, how do they push out lanes? How do they beat a Jug late game? Didn't feel like they had any of them.
Yeah, they're opening. There's always a point in the draft where I look and see it kind of pivoted in favor of one team. And I think it was just like they picked Spearbreaker, Darkseer, Ember, and then they just picked Jug. And it's like, even though it's third pick, we have 3 heroes, 2 of which are cores, and none of them do anything to this hero. So suddenly it just put you on the back foot. It felt like they were trying to address problems that were created by the Kookaburra draft, and then they just forgot about sealing up the strategy of their own game. And yeah, we saw it there. It just seemed awkward past 20 minutes.
You guys feeling the same?
I mean, hopefully they don't pick Enchantress again in a similar situation. God, that was painful to watch.
Yeah.
If they had like a stun or something.
He did 5,498 hero damage.
Yeah. If he was a real hero, like that did stuns and stuff, like maybe they...
That's less than half than the second lowest hero damage.
Yeah, it's rough. So we're looking at this one. I mean, obviously, I assume Kookaburra is a little bit better of a team as well, but you're pretty. It's a draft loss at this one.
I mean, that's a part of being a better team, though.
It's
is
draft,
like you think about these things more. And so, yeah, I agree, though. The individual players on Kookaburra are just better.
Yeah. Well, that's going to be that. Did you guys know there's another game coming up after this?
What?
Do you guys like watching Dota?
I love watching Dota, Grant.
Who's up? Who's
I
up?
think that's
Who's
what
up?
I'm here for.
Who's up? Give it a guess. Give it a guess. Psych, it's right there. It is Beast Coast, who is currently 1-0, going up against Kookaburra. 2 undefeated teams already going at it. That's absolutely insane this early in the tournament. It should be a fun one. Beast Coast coming back and beating Complexity. I'm actually very impressed by that. They'll go up against Kookaburra, who we saw had a pretty decent draft. If you didn't know, on the other stream as well, Old Suck Gaming is currently taking on Black Sheep right now, and it looks to be a pretty close one. Actually, it doesn't. They're going to be moving ahead. That is going to be on another channel, though. I believe BTS 3, possibly BTS 2. My bad. But we are going to take a short break. When we get back, Beast Coast versus Kookaburra, so stick around and get a monster.